Perfect.
Alright folks, welcome to this video. I start this one where I left the last one off, next to this oil drum at the coast. But like I said, I'm going to make this video more like a vlog, whereas the other one was the chest cam. I've still got it on me just now, so I didn't have to carry it in my hand. I'll just keep it strapped up. This is BKR coast life, folks. Right folks, we'll make our way back up to the field here. I can't even speak. We'll make our way back up to the field, because that's been crazy running on those rocks. I've got my breath back now. I've not been down to actual sea level here for so long. It was cool just to do that. And it keeps your level of fitness quite high as well when you're running on those rocks like so. Anyway, I think I'll be able to head up to the field this way. So let's get into it. Handheld camera now instead of having it on the chest. Probably in like 100 years or something, all this land here will be washed away as well by the sea. It's crazy. What a scene here behind me. This is it though. BKR 2021. Crystal clear footage. I'm just trying to pick the best route up here. There's no even, I'm just off the beaten path. Sometimes the waves roar so loud when they come in. That is a big one, look at that, wow. See, if you were standing on some of those rocks, like, it would just wash you in. Look, there's been a landslide here. Let's hope there's no landslide on this bit when I'm on it. This is a real deal exploring. I don't think anyone's walked up this bit. The fence looks ruined at the top of here. Here we are. So a few weeks ago in my video, it was similar coastal conditions to this, and it'll be interesting for the viewers there to see the difference that the new camera's going to make. I don't even know myself until I get it into the edit. I'm here, look. But that's one of my favourite bits of coast to go to keep fit. Running along those rocks, like, because it's just up and down. Can't believe how like wild the sea is today. I think the tide's coming in. Here's evidence of the heavy rain, look at this. Water in the field there. Epic, folks. It'll probably be frosty tonight because it's crystal clear. The clouds are starting to turn red with the sunset. Another hour or so and it'll be getting really dark. It's an amazing piece of coast here, like up that way is like Montrose direction. I think there's somebody fishing over there by the old lime kiln. Can't believe how super smooth all these shots are. This field's been freshly ploughed since I was last here. The seed in this field's starting to grow now. There is wind here behind the camera, so this is a good test. See how this camera deals with the wind. All my videos this week are just testing the camera, really different conditions. I'll be back on more adventures, as always, every week. Look at this. This is incredible, the amount of water here. You would think it would just somehow run down this massive cliff. The seed's still growing here, even though there's more earth being washed to this section. Looks like it might be okay. It must be some scary driving a combine so near such a big cliff, or any heavy machinery, because every year more and more of that just caves in. I can hear a roaring noise. Might be a train coming. We'll go and take a look at the old graveyard here. Such a cool spot, perched on top of the cliff. Look at that, the old iron piece, it's just corroded away. More and more of it every year disappears. I always think this looks like part of an old ancient sword, but obviously it's a bit of this gate. Oh, look at that, the pattern of that, that's crazy. I'm guessing like that's the top there, so that must have been the bottom. I've got it on super wide angle lens, folks. I'll see how it looks, but in the next few videos I'll maybe try different angles and lens widths and stuff, because I've got a lot to choose from now. But I do like the way this looks, because you can take so much into the frame at once. Now the viewers might spot details that I miss. Oh look, here comes a train. Whoa, a train, folks. It's all going on in this episode. Look at the way this ivy's growing on top of here. Gives it so much character. Ooh, into the spooky grave. The way this grows, it makes me think of like The Secret Garden. If anyone's watched it, I've mentioned it before when I've been here. The film The Secret Garden. It's almost like you would imagine there's like a secret door through there. It is epic, look at all that. I thought it was ivy, but it's not actually. Or maybe it is. Oh, who even knows? Get in the comments, folks, look at this. 1843. So that gives you an idea. Gives you an idea of the time we're dealing with here when all this was in its prime. I'm not sure if there's more grave markers on the walls of this building or if it's just that one at the end. I've still got my chest cam on the shoulder here and it's really quite annoying. But that was for the last episode. That's what you hate to do if you're a YouTuber, folks. Look at the detail on this. The colour looks so cool. I just got a couple of cool little photos there that you'll probably see it in the thumbnail of this. I've not walked about here at this graveyard for such a long time. It's a shame that the stone's like a road away when they're sitting like this, especially because kind of all the weather's just landing on top of it. I love the stonework, the way it's carved like that. It's got so much detail on it. I think this one maybe says 1887 at the bottom. So that's really old. 1824. So it's incredibly old. This wall is just like perched on the side of the cliff. Right behind here, it's just like a sheer drop. And then to my left over here is Elephant Rock, where we started the last episode. We walked right past this grave site. But it is cool just to come and have a look at it. Look at the colour of these clouds in the distance. I don't know how well that comes out. It's just incredible. I use that word a lot, but everything is incredible around here, so. Look at that. Sunset is just getting better and better. This grave here is just unreadable. Look at that, 1824. One of these graves here, it's written on that the boy died before he was actually born. Try to see what this says. 1859, 1840. Yeah, so this is it. This could be it here, if I'm reading it right. 1859, died 1840. Is that coming out? Wait a minute, I'll go closer. 1859, 1840. So cool seeing like ancient history like that. If that is the right grave that I was looking at there. What a spot. Look at these old pillars here. I love the old ironwork. Old cast iron. The detail and the time they spent back in those days, like when they put stuff like that up. So cool. Probably there was a set of ice skates there at one time as well. We'll go and have a look at this old rail bridge up here because I'm sure there's some old dates scored into the stones on it as well. So we'll check that out. Look at the way the end grave there is just like perched. There's a tiny little section of dike. It's all just fallen. There is some cement pieces there, and I think there might have been little lookouts at certain locations here in the war. There's a plane going over in the sky up there. I wonder if that'll show up. It's probably too far away. The sky looks amazing on this camera. Everything looks amazing. wind's blowing through here so strong. Oi! Oh, because it's wet, it's harder to see, but there's actually writing on there. It's quite hard to read that at that point. We're right below the railway right now. That metal up there is just so corroded. It's incredible that the trains are still going to the top of here, even with that corroded metal. Look at this here, old writing. That could have been scored into there so long ago. $1928. 1908, that one there, look at that. 1908. It's like some of them's actually faded away if they've not been deep enough. Oh, there's one, 1921. So there we go, that's almost like, that's 100 years ago. 100 years ago somebody was standing here scribbling that in. Wonder what they were wearing. Probably a tweed coat and a top hat. Or that combination doesn't really go together. But the fashion back then would have been crazy. A camera like this, technology like this, just would have been unheard of. They were just scribbling that in there. But it's cool that they scribbled the year in as well as their name. Because if it was just their name, you wouldn't know. It could be 5 years ago, but 100 years ago. Mind-boggling history, folks. Right here on the channel. Bet you there's a couple trains gone over there since then. Anyway folks, I'll end this video here. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one very soon.